Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Robotics Notes DaSH. And in the last episode, Kaito and Daru decided to stop by Akio's food store and try a bit of the food, courtesy of the restaurant that she works at. And much to Daru's surprise, it's actually quite delicious. But now that everyone's restocked on food, the time has come to pursue the second of Kimijima's notorious, geo-switches. Which means finding yet another point of interest on Tanegashima.
そうね。やっぱ僕としては近いところから攻めたいわけですが。
I'd like to too, Daru, but, well, we might get lucky a second time. Who knows? I want to avoid long trips as much as possible, so we shouldn't just be wandering around just absolutely blindly. That being said, traveling by car comes with the perk of being surrounded by AC. Decisions. Yeah, when it comes to Daru, besides all his other hobbies and bits and pieces, the one thing that he wants and needs above all else is air conditioning. Oh hey.
Yashio senpai, 調子はどうですか?
Subaru's apparently doing the rounds or just having a wander. Subaru-kun approaches us while we contemplate our grim future. Daru's words, obviously.
Yeah, ちょうど今から探しに出かけようとしてるとこ.
Indeed we were.
今からですか? のんきなものですね.
We have to start somewhere. We found one so far.
そういうならスバル君も探してよ.
As a point, you know, the more the merrier. That would make it a little bit easier to find them.
なら、先輩が代わりにロボレクを担当してくれますか?
Of course, Subaru is still the current president of the Robotics Club here at the festival, and, Chuo High. And of course, being his usual self doesn't help matters either. If I recall correctly, Subaru-kun is in charge of an exhibit that teaches children about robots. It would be nice to actually have Juno front the fore for that one, but I'm pretty sure that Sumio's got her doing advertising for Space Candy, so I'm afraid that's out.
俺が教えられるとしたらキルバラの操作くらいだよ。ロボットについてなんて無理だね。
Kaito, for the first time, probably one of the few times in his life, is being honest and exhibiting actual humility here. Even he has his limits.
そうでしょ? 僕だってできればそちらと変わりたいけど、それができないから頭を抱えてるんです。
Indeed, you go deal with your headache and we'll deal with our headache, who goes by the name of Kimijima. Oh well. Sounds like the robotics lecture preparations aren't going well. Yeah, pretty obvious, given Subaru's posturing.
そもそも昨日のことを考えれば、そうのんびりもしてられないと思うんですが。
Your cautionary advice is very much appreciated, but yeah. It's not like we didn't take that into account already.
昨日って あの猫耳メイドのこと？あれは良かったよね。
Proving his point, Daru.
よくありませんよ。橋田さんだってあれの意味するところはわかるでしょう。
意味するところ？
Subaru-kun sighs as if he's a teacher dealing with bad students, then points his sharp gaze toward me through his glasses.
こうしている間にも君島公はまた何かを起こすかもしれないということです。
He's already on the move. We already know this for a fact. Crap, now that he mentions it, he's right. Yeah. And yet, currently, we're not in a position to actually not be led by the nose up the garden path by Kimijima at this point. The Kako made farce occurred after we arrived at the festival, which means it's highly likely that he's scheming something similar for today. But again, since it's completely outside of our power to predict exactly what that scheme might be, the only thing we can do is search for, well, whatever geotags might be out there.
昨日のようなものなら僕としては大歓迎なんですけど。
You know the saying, lightning never strikes twice, which isn't always the case when it comes to bolts of lightning, but yeah, we're not going to get a repeat performance of that, Daru.
あんな程度で済めば御の字です。もしかしたらもっとひどいことが起きるかもしれない。
Yeah, once again, Subaru stating the obvious. It's yeah, it's not as if we didn't already anticipate that from the outset, given the past encounters.
どんどんエスカレートしていくパティーンですか。なるほど。
Daru using his elite vernacular, I see. Pattern, Japanese net slang used in the 2000s. Another way of saying pattern. The misspelling supposedly gained popularity when a famous baseball player tweeted online, but it has spread from the internet into the real world thanks to its popularity with high school girls in Japan. Yeah, it's funny how certain internet trends can work in reality.
もっとひどいことって何？
だからつまりみんながもっと恥ずかしがるような格好とか。
That's more along the mindset of Frau Kojiro than Kimijima. Although I would watch yourself there, Subaru. Yeah, maybe not discuss this out in the open, in public. Just a warning.
いや、もしかしたら下着
You mean
という
lingerie,
可能性
right? Underwear.
いや、さすがにそれはまずいでしょ。
Yeah, you're kind of digging your own ditch here, Subaru.
でも相手はあの君島こうですから何をするか分かりません。
Problem with that logic is that if we expect that to happen, well, there is a good chance that he might do something else in order to avoid said prediction. Or another worst case scenario, he might do it anyway just for the shenanigans and also to distract from the next scheme that he would be planning after that one.
やそうだ
Oi,
けどさ
Subaru.
つかさ、下着なんて直接的すぎるだろ、ジョコ。つまんなくね？
Yeah, seems Daru's taking things in stride.
橋田さんが面白い面白くないは関係ありません。
そうだけどさ、相手は君島こうでしょ。それこそ昨日のこと考えてみなよ。猫耳メイドだよ。もっと変化球で来るんじゃね？
Daru raises an excellent curveball point there, Subaru.
変化球。
じゃあスクール水着とか。
That hole you're in? Stop digging it right now.
スバル君、そういう趣味？
僕の趣味じゃありません。あくまで一般論です。
So he says, but he's getting red up to his ears. What's wrong with liking school swimsuits? Yeah, good thing you didn't ask that out loud, Daru. I'm pretty sure all guys are into them.
それじゃあ八代先輩はどう思うんです？
Subaru? Final warning. Quit while you're ahead. Don't ruin this for yourself.
そうだね。レッドスーツとか、ほら、サーフィンとかの。
Wetsuits, not that bad actually.
いや、ないわ。超ないわ。
Wetsuits cover the entire body.
それが八代君の性癖なん？だとしたらレベル高すぎっしょ。
Daru? You know what? Never mind.
そんなんじゃありませんよ。
そういう橋田さんはどんなのだと思うんですか？
You don't want to ask his opinion, Subaru. You really don't.
そうね。僕が好きなのは断然体操服にブルマだね。今はなき素晴らしき伝統よ、カムバック。
Like I just said, I rest my case. Bloomers. Athletic underpants worn by women during sports. They became widespread in Japan after the 1964 Tokyo Olympics and were later adopted as sportswear by schools and other organizations, but that aren't widely used nowadays. They're called bloomers due to the name of the person who first popularized them. Yeah, let's just set all of this aside and actually go look for the damn Geotags, why don't we? For my sake.
だから好き嫌いの話じゃないってのに。
Yeah. I'm with Kaito on this one.
ブルマって昔履いていたとかいう変態的な服ですか？話には聞いたことはありますが。
Subaru, you're still digging that hole, I see.
というか、芦田さんもブルマ世代じゃないでしょ。
だからこそだよ。だからこそ体操服にブルマという姿に憧れてるんじゃん。
Not something to be proud of, Daru. I've only ever seen them in a roge, of course. Which is precisely why they tickle my fancy. If only Nai, your heaven forbid Kurikame were here to knock some sense into you. We have problems. We have problems. God damn it. We have problems. Well, congratulations. Yeah, this wasn't going to unravel terribly at all. And, of course, here comes Juna. Suddenly a soft voice caresses my ears.
Oh, Jun-chan.
Yeah. I would have thought that you would have been, over at headquarters or the festival headquarters with Sumio. I guess not.
難しい顔して何か問題でもあった？
いえ、なんでも。
スバル君はすく水が好きだという話をだね。
違います。変なこと言わないでください。
Yeah, it was nice knowing you, Subaru.
ごめんなさい。よく聞こえなかったんだけど、もう一度。
いえ、聞かなくていいんです。大した話じゃありませんから。
Subaru-kun's sentence cuts off there. Yep. Took you long enough. But his mouth keeps flapping without vocalizing any words. See what you've done? Look at what happened. Yeah, the old adage, careless talk costs lives, it would be very fitting in this situation right now. Subaru-kun isn't the only person who's acting odd. Yashio-kun looks weird too, but more than anyone else.
したの？
This is your fault. This is absolutely all your fault.
Jun-chan, その格好は。
Yeah, that's happened again. First Catgirl made outfits, and now this.
格好？
Juntan slowly lowers her gaze and begins to turn bright red. That might be, yeah. To be honest though, the situation could have been a lot worse. I mean, it's not worse. Juna?
これ、私。
Yes indeed, why are you? That is a good question. It all happened in a split second. Juntan's outfit changed from her usual Space Candy uniform to a dreamy set of PE clothes and bloomers. Juntan tries to cover up her body with her hands, almost like she's naked. Well, standing in public like this, in a non-swimming situation.
Jun-chan, 落ち着いて。
だってこの格好。
Now the way she gets so embarrassed, now is not the time, Daru.
ナイスブルマ。
何ですかそれ。
ちょっとした合言葉だ。スバル君も言ってみれば。
Yeah, this situation is just
言いませんよ。
falling apart. Gosh, you give me such a killjoy.
やっぱりこれも電磁波照射装置によるものだよね。
Yes, indeed. Kaito hit the nail right on the head.
つまりは君島公の仕業というわけですね。
But just like the Catgirl situation, this too is incredibly benign. We managed to dodge yet another bullet, it seems. Maybe Kimijima is still just toying with us in the early stages of his little shenanigans. Which means that even if she tries to wear something over it, nothing's going to change.
そっか。ってことは橋田さんの予想が当たったってわけか。
You'll, yeah, probably clarify which prediction Daru was actually right on, Subaru.
そういうことになりますね。
まあ予想ってほど大層なもんじゃないけど。
Now I'm convinced Kimijima-kun and I would get along. You wouldn't, Daru. You really wouldn't.
もうみんなそんなのんきに話なんかしてないで、なんとかして。
Well, the only thing we can do is find the geotag that's responsible for this and shut it off. Juntan pleads with teary eyes. As a man, I can't just watch while a girl is feeling so uncomfortable, which is precisely exactly what you're doing right now.
しゃあない。わかったお。ここは僕が何とかするお。
Don't talk like you weren't involved in this, Daru.
なんとか。
Unfortunate, but you have to get going.
できるんですか？
まあその場しのぎではあるけどね。
I lift up the brim of my hat with my finger. Daru trying to act cool yet again. Everyone looks toward me.
じゃあ行くお、順単。
Well, that might get you out of the public eye, but yeah, until we deactivate the geotag, that's not going to change your situation. Also, you're not the only one dressed in that outfit. There are other people, other girls, and possibly women out there who are wearing the same thing.
気をつけー。
You're a terrible influence, Daru. Juntan reflexively stands up straight and proper.
ふむそれでいい。
Not a thing you should say in this situation. God damn it, Daru.
恥ずかしいと思うから余計に恥ずかしくなるんだ。
恥ずかしいと思うから。
神道滅却すれば火もまた涼し。さあ、僕に続いていってごらん。
Starting to sound like harrowing Kiyoma with that line of logic there, Daru.
我が心すでに空なり。空なるがゆえ無。
Yeah, I believe the phrase nice chuni bro comes into mind.
我が心すでに空なり空なるがゆえ無。
On the one hand, Juno shouldn't let the embarrassment get to her, but on the other hand, she should be a little embarrassed. Excellent. What are you, Mr. Burns, now all of a sudden?
どうかな、順太。
she might have gotten some of her newfound confidence back.
やっぱり恥ずかしいです。
Then again, swing and a miss.
ただの気休めにしかならないじゃない。
He really did, Kaito. He really did.
そもそも気力だけでどうにかしようというのがナンセンスです。
ですよね。
Daru not even trying to defend that one. God damn it.
もうそんなこと言ってないで早くなんとかしてください。
See, Daru? Instead of helping her out, you just made her more mad. With tears in her eyes, Juntan runs away still clad in bloomers. And Subaru is following suit.
スバルくん、追いかけると逆効果だから。
Yeah, good call. I feel terrible leaving Juntan like that, so I guess it's time to look for those Geotags. And let's be on our way. Well, looks like we've, we've got, some more destinations to search through, but, yeah, that was to wait until next time. So when we return, we shall, go to our next point of interest, try and find the second geotag. As always, until next we meet.